Welcome to the Healing Energy Collective, a space for mindfulness, embodiment, and healing. I'm Scarlett Chang, and I'm so grateful you're here. If you're listening to this today and you're moving through heartbreak, whether it's the end of a relationship, the loss of a dream, or the feeling of being unseen or unchosen, I want you to know that your heart is still whole, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. Today, we're going to explore how one of the most powerful ways to heal from heartbreak isn't time or waiting for someone else to fill the space, but by pouring your own love back into yourself, by creating a life that feels full and meaningful, not as a distraction, but as a deep act of self honoring. We'll talk about why turning inward and building a life around your passions and values isn't about avoiding pain. It's about choosing yourself in the most profound way. And we'll close with a reflection to help you reconnect with your own heart. Before we begin, I want to share that I've launched a program called Returning to Wholeness, Healing from Heartbreak. If you're navigating heartbreak, whether from a relationship, a life transition, or even a loss of identity, this program is designed to guide you back to yourself through mindfulness, breathwork, and embodiment practices. It goes beyond healing heartbreak. It returns you home to yourself. You can learn more about this program on my website, scarlettchang.com. Heartbreak is one of the deepest pains we experience because it touches something so fundamental: our need for love, connection, and belonging. When we lose someone or something we deeply hope for, it can feel like a piece of us has been taken away. We wonder if we'll ever feel whole again. And in this raw, vulnerable space, it's easy to fall into two extremes: either numbing ourselves, staying busy, jumping into another relationship, avoiding the pain, or sinking so deeply into our grief that we forget who we are outside of it. But there is another way, a way that allows us to honor the loss while also reclaiming ourselves, a way that isn't about distraction, but about devotion. Devotion to the life that still exists within you, even after loss. When your heart is broken, it's natural to want love to come from the outside, to have someone else see you, choose you, and remind you that you are worthy. But what if, instead of searching outward, you turned all of that love, all of that energy back into yourself? Not in a way that says, I don't need anyone, because we all need connection, but in a way that says, I will not abandon myself in my own heartbreak. Ask yourself, what do I love? What makes me feel alive? What do I deeply care about outside of any relationship? When you begin to pour your energy into these things, not as a way to avoid your pain, but as a way to nurture your wholeness, You start to remember who you are. You start to rebuild not just your heart, but your sense of self. It's important to recognize the difference between distraction and devotion. Distraction looks like filling your time so you don't have to feel. It's avoidance, it's numbing, it's using external things to keep from looking inward. Devotion, on the other hand, is about turning towards yourself with care. It's choosing to engage with life fully, not because you're running from pain, but because you are worthy of a life that feels rich and fulfilling, regardless of your relationship status. Building a life you love isn't about proving anything. It's not about making someone regret losing you. It's about living in a way that feels like a deep exhale, a life that reflects your truest self. I want to invite you into a short reflection. If you can, take a moment to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now imagine yourself 6 months from now, not someone who is over it or who has forced themselves to move on, but someone who has softened into their own love. What does that version of you look like? How do they spend their time? What brings them joy? Not for anyone else, but just for them. Maybe it's creating art, writing, moving your body, traveling, learning something new, or deepening your friendships. Maybe it's simply being more present in your own life. Now bring your awareness back to your heart. Place a hand gently over your chest. Breathe into this space and whisper to yourself, I am whole. I am enough. I am home within myself. Take another deep breath in and exhale fully. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Heartbreak doesn't mean you are broken. Love didn't leave you. Love is still here within you. And the most healing thing you can do is not wait for someone else to return it to you, but to pour it back into yourself fully and freely. Remember, you are enough just as you are. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to share it with someone who might need this reminder too. To join my program, Returning to Wholeness, Healing from Heartbreak, or to find more mindfulness practices and reflections, you can visit my website, scarlettchang.com, or check the links down below. Thank you for being here. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and take care.